Good morning, guys.
Morning, guys.
Should we get you some breakfast? You got some weight. Should we put them in your bowl?
Thank you, Mummy.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thanks.
Yeah. I asked you guys if you would like 2 vlogs this weekend whilst I'm in Milton Keynes, or an at-home day and just 1 Milton Keynes vlog, and you guys voted for 1 of each. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Just having some brekkie and my coffee, and then I've got to take this little one to the childminders. Looks like Doggy's coming to the childminders today. He's your best friend this week, isn't he? Today is going to be kind of a reset. I'm pressing the reset button on my life this week because I've really suffered with overthinking everything this week to the point where it makes my anxiety bad. I find that when I get overwhelmed by my thoughts and decision making and everything gets a bit too much in my head, I tend to be completely indecisive and make no decisions. Nothing gets done. I don't want to get out of bed in the morning because I'm just overwhelmed as soon as I wake up by everything my head is telling me that I need to do. It's been one of those weeks, and I feel like it's made me very unproductive. I mean, it's not been that unproductive, but I just feel like it's gotten all a bit on top of me. Today's basically just going to be a day of me refreshing myself and doing the things that just make me feel at ease, and I've not tried to overthink stuff. I've just been like, right, today I'm going to do this, this and this and this, because I've got a clear plan in my head. I feel much better already. I got myself up and ready before I got Delilah up, and I'm feeling ready to take on the day. You've probably guessed by the outfit that I'm off to a class. I thought, what better way to start a day of getting stuff done and feeling good and hitting the reset button on my week than going to a class. I've changed my mind about these Gymshark leggings. I really like them. They're so soft. I love that they're just like a nice matte marl. I feel quite good in them. I feel like they suck me in. They're really comfortable. I'm hoping I don't get too sweaty so that I can just lounge in these for the rest of the day. And then I've just got it on with this ASOS top and my Urban Outfitters cardi, which, as you guys know, I love very dearly. They also have this in a yellow colour, so I can link both for you if you like. Should probably get some shoes on. I'm actually booked on for a Pilates class. I've only ever done Pilates once. There are none of my usual classes on today, so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to book myself on to any class I can get. So I really just want to get moving and give myself a good start to the day and the weekend. I've done mat Pilates before, and that's the class I'm going to do. I wanted to try reformer, but nothing, a space hasn't cleared up on the waiting list, so I'm just going to do mat Pilates. A lot of people, when they think of self-love, just think of going to the spa or binge watching a Netflix series or doing your nails, having a bath, and they totally do fall under self-care, but there's no point in doing those things if everything else is kind of crumbling around it. So by that I just mean you need a good balance. Life is about balance. It's really blimmin' hard to keep all your plates spinning at the same level all the time, and there are going to be days where they are feeling like they're all crashing to the ground, and then there are going to be days where you feel like you're killing it and they are all spinning, all balanced perfectly. But for me, self-care has always been more than just having a pamper or eating ice cream or this and that. Sometimes it's stuff you don't want to do. I've said this before, but sometimes self-care is about stuff you don't want to do. I mean, I do want to go do this Pilates class, but even if I was umming and ahhing about going, I would still make myself go because I know I'd feel great after. And I'm also going to get on and do lots of work today, like, because once I get back from this class, cram as much work in as possible. And of course I don't really want to sit at my computer all day. I know that once I do that, the workload will be off my shoulders. I would have been productive and it will feel great, and that is also a form of self-care, even though it doesn't really feel like it. So stop holding off those assignments, stop holding off the coursework. I was the worst at it at school. Anyway, so let's head out, go to this Pilates class. I'll let you know how I get on. Maybe I'll enjoy it a bit more than my other one. I've only done one class. You can't tell by one class whether you like something or not. You've got to try different teachers. Even the same teachers will have different routines depending on the day. So I always say try something more than once. That's the kind of day it's going to be. Loads of you guys say that you find my vlogs motivational, even though I'm not trying to motivate you guys. But I feel like today is certainly going to be one of those motivational vlogs that makes you want to get up and get things done, because that is what I'm going to be doing today. Such a nice day today. It's actually quite chilly, but it's lovely and sunny. That was such a good class. I really enjoyed that. My hair is all over the place though, because whenever we do floor work my bun gets in the way, but apart from very messy hair now, I thoroughly enjoyed that. I'll definitely be doing that again. Quick stop to grab some fruit and veg and then back home. I thought, great, spinach that's not in a bag. But now I have a ginormous bunch of spinach just casually sticking out my bag. Let me put this washing up in the dishwasher. I have had a very successful, barely any waste veggie shop. I'm trying to go as much as possible to my local veggie shop. I've lost the word for it. But even there they have stuff wrapped in plastic, but they usually do have another option. As you can see, my spinach was wet and it's leaked onto all the bags. I do have my own bags to take. I can't remember where I put them. Paper bags it is for now. Veggie wise, I got some potatoes, some green beans, got a few limes, carrots, little baby cucumber, couple of avocados, some strawberries for Delilah. And yes, they are in plastic. They do them all in plastic there, but it's better than the supermarket ones. Don't come with the film over the top. It's the film over the top that you can't recycle, whereas this, although yes it is plastic waste, you can recycle it, which is better than having one with a film over the top. Like I always say, you just got to try your best. Thought I'd try this bad boy spinach out. I do need a way of taking things like herbs and spinach that have been in water in my bag, because obviously the paper bag just tears away. I've now got like a wet patch on my side where it went through my bag. I've just noticed there's an oven glove behind the telly. I wonder how that got there. I was wondering where that had gone. I'm gonna watch a little bit of YouTube. I'm gonna have my lunch. I've got this flatbread from Pret that I got yesterday, which needs eaten up, so I'm gonna have that, and then I need to crack on with editing. I've got lots to do today, but it's all stuff I can kind of do when Delilah's back home. The only thing I can't do is editing when she's here, because it's like a magnet. As soon as I sit down on my computer, she wants to be up on the computer with me, climbing all over me. It's like the only thing I can't do when she's here.
That every single moment, every interaction, every thought, every conversation, every glimpse.
There is nothing better than a coffee post lunch, in my personal opinion. So I'm gonna make myself a little iced coffee. I have figured out the best way to make iced coffee now, and I think I've got it down to the T. I poured this morning, but sometimes I do like a batch of like 1 or 2 jars, but because I'm not going to be here for the next couple of days, I just did 1 coffee this morning. Popped it on the side to let it cool down a bit, and then I just popped the lid on and put it in the fridge, and now it's nice and cold. Then I add my ice cubes, and I just add my milk. I try and have dairy alternatives But I can't do the non-dairy alternatives in my milk. Like whenever I do it, just in my milk, in my coffee. I'm not in focus. There we go. Whenever I try to have any nut milks, I just don't enjoy the coffee as much. I would love suggestions for maybe like something that's really creamy, not because I think the problem is with almond milks and things is that they are pretty much just all water. I can deal with dairy-free alternatives in anything apart from coffee. Could I use like coconut cream or something? I don't really like coconut though, that's the problem. I don't know, but for now, here we go. Oh brilliant, Delilah found her art supplies. Pop these back quickly, shall we? A random ball. There we go, let's just pop those in there. I need to edit Vlogust. Oh, I uploaded Vlogust 10 last night, so let's cross that one out. I was ever so satisfying ticking stuff off lists, right? Because I know someone's going to ask me now because I've shown my diary. This is the planner that I use. They've got new ones in now because it's that time of the year again, so I will link them in the description. You'll see here that I have my new one ready and waiting for me. I didn't want to risk them not having any in stock when I actually needed it. So this is the brand new one. I've gone for the same colour because I really like the copper foil. Anthropology have these back in. This is where I originally got mine from, but they have them in different colours. They don't have the black one anymore, but they have them in like pink and green and maybe blue. They had them in a few colours. I didn't really want a bold colour, so I got my new one, which is identical to this on Not on the High Street. Right, that's really it. I really need to get on and work. Remembered I don't need my headphones in, which is always nice. I always have to have them in if Delilah's napping or she's in bed. I'm waiting for a load of GoPro footage to render, so whilst that's doing its thing, I thought I'd have a little Google, because earlier I went into Starbucks to ask them for a recycle bag for our coffee pods. On your coffee pod thingy, so if you go into a store you get a bag and then you can bring your pods in and they get recycled.
I don't know about that, no, sorry.
I usually get my coffee pods from Crew Coffee. Their packaging and now their pods are 100% recyclable. You can do that with the recycling that's available within these flats. But sometimes when life is busy and I've forgotten to order more coffee, I will grab whatever I can find in the supermarket. I picked up the Starbucks ones because it says on the packet you can recycle them, so I thought great. I went into Starbucks today only to be told that like the guy behind the counter had no idea what I was talking about when I asked for a recycle bag. So I double checked online and you can. I'm not going crazy. Place your used espresso capsules in the recycling bag. In brackets, you can collect this from your local Starbucks store, and then you print off the label and send it off in the post. I've got this jar of espresso capsules that I've kept with the purpose of wanting to recycle them when I found out you can recycle them. So I don't know what went on there. I'll just have to ask someone else next time. But I was really looking forward to getting all organised and cleaning out my pods and popping them in the bag and sending them in the post. Have to do it another day. Anyway, I think footage is almost rendered, so back to editing. I'm in a really good editing mode, but I've got to go get Delilah now. I'm currently editing the footage from our bike ride we did last weekend, and let's just say, so I've got an itch on my face. Let's just say it's a good thing I can laugh at myself. If you've watched the vlog, you'll know what I'm talking about, and if you haven't, then go watch it if you feel like having a laugh at me. Pop these in here. Just sort this out when I get back. Shoes on. 1, 2, 3. Whee!
Look!
Oh, what am I looking at?
Hello.
Oh, right.
Oh. Daddy.
It was a little bit windy out there. I feel all windswept. Do you want to say hi to the vlog? Hello.
Hello.
Did you have a nice day? Where are you going?
Bye.
Bye? What do you mean bye? I thought I'd quickly whip up a banana bread because I have these bananas that need using and I can't quite eat them when they're this ripe. We are 1 ingredient short I don't have any baking soda because I used it all up the other day, desperately trying to get a stain out of Delilah's clothes. It did come out, so it was worth it, but now we don't have any baking soda. We have baking powder, but it's not the same. I've asked Dog to pick up some baking soda on the way home. I know this recipe pretty much off by heart now. I've made it so many times that it really is quick to whip up. I'm just gonna leave everything here and make it up later. Pop some washing on. Actually, I might as well wait to put Delilah's dungarees in here as well. Just pop that there for later. You caught me. Oh, I don't know where the other puzzle pieces are, Sausage. Sorry. Oh, let's try and find them. In here. Oh, I've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to find 2 more. Okay. Delilah's dinner tonight. We've got fish cakes, mashed sweet potato, and some very cooked runner beans, but if they're not super cooked, then she struggles to eat them. I'm having myself a relaxing tea. A nice dinner, gorgeous. Yeah. Yum yum. You like that fish cake? There's a little bit more if you want more. Got Delilah's bath running, and I'm going to start packing because if you didn't know, I'm off to Milton Keynes tomorrow with my best buds, and so it's probably sensible that I start packing. You gonna help? This one is obsessed with suitcases because she loves zips and buttons and things. We're only away for one night. I'm gonna pack everything in the suitcase because it's a small suitcase and it just makes it all compact and in one place. So I don't really have a big enough bag. Plus, although we're driving there tomorrow, I'll be getting the train back. So I need to think about getting back on Sunday. Oh, bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, are you off? Oh, bye then. Cute with your teddy bears. I love that she likes taking her teddies and her muslin around with her now.
Effie.
Just how cute. Hello, it's heavy. It hasn't even got anything in it. Just a little matter of figuring out what I'm going to wear over the weekend. Delilah's helping me out. Once I know what I want to wear, packing will be easy, so I'm hoping I can figure out what I want to wear, and then I can be packed super quick. Daddy's made it home in time just to say goodnight.
Yeah, there we go. Well done.
Night night, Daddy.
Oh.
Head.
Yeah. That's my head.
Yeah.
Head.
I am flabbergasted because I actually think I have managed to figure out what I'm going to wear tomorrow, both in the day and in the evening. This is a dress I've just tried on from Free People. I'm kind of tempted to wear this. It's fitted, which I never wear, but Doug's like, go for it. I've rolled the sleeves up because it just needs a sleeve rolled up. It just doesn't suit me with them completely down. It's quite short. It shows a little bit, shows quite a bit of leg here, but that's good because most things are always too long on me. I'm going to start packing whatever I can in here, get a few things together, probably put them on the kitchen side, stuff like my straws, my keep cup, so I don't forget those tomorrow. I've just tanned my legs. It's almost 9 o'clock and I am making a banana bread because if I don't do it now, it won't have enough time to cook for me to go to bed at a decent time. So if I get it in now, whilst we're watching an episode of Orange is the New Black and having dinner, it will be ready for me to take out the oven and leave to cool overnight and then ready for breakfast. The only reason I'm doing this is because I know this recipe so well. I just need to half look at it on my phone and it just reminds me what I need to do. It's not too much of an effort to do, it's just a matter of putting the ingredients together, getting it in the oven. But Doug's waiting in the living room with our dinner, and I was like, I'll be 5 minutes. In it goes. At the timer for exactly 1 hour, and it should be perfect. Finally sit down. Got a dinner.
A cold dinner.
Cold dinner, yeah, sorry. I almost went to bed without saying goodnight. I thought I should probably end the vlog, even though I'm now covered in spot cream. The banana bread's out of the oven. We've had dinner, done a few bits and bobs, carried on packing, and I'm gonna hopefully get a good night's sleep. I will see you guys in the next Vlogust. Bye.
Bye.